The majority of them, not all of them, but the majority. 88% of those guns turned up very quickly in the hands of someone else that didn't purchase the handgun. You follow me? 88% of the guns ended up in the hands of someone that, one, couldn't legally possess a gun due to an arrest or their age. All right. The youngest was 11. Only 12% of those guns were reported stolen. So how are they getting their hands on the guns? Guns aren't being properly secured in people's vehicle and in their homes. And there's some illegal activity going on as well. Folks, these guns are ended up in the hands of our youth, 80-something% African American males, in our most challenging communities. Now, we've done this study going on 3 years. That study has a map that has a dot for wherever we recovered the handgun. And the most clusters tend to be where we have the most problems, or we have the most shootings, the most homicides. You name it as it relates to a gun, those clusters exist with respect to shootings, homicides, aggravated assault, lack of education, poverty. It's just a bad potion for havoc. And this isn't new, folks. I've just had enough, and I wanted to share it. Now, this isn't just in Norfolk. Any city that looks like Norfolk, if their police department would do the same thing, there wouldn't be a need to go to the General Assembly based on emotion. You have the data, you have facts to say, look at this map, look at the data. Folks need to take care of their handguns. Now, let me hit the pause button, and I want to underscore what I'm about to say. I embrace the Second Amendment, folks' right to have firearms. So we have to be very careful when we talk about gun control measures. I want to make that very clear. I embrace anyone's right to bear arms. It's the American way. But what I don't embrace is irresponsible gun ownership, which is based on our data, which is causing the problems throughout some cities and Hampton Roads. I am sick and tired of looking at the news, breaking news tonight in Norfolk, breaking news tonight over there, breaking news tonight over here, breaking news tonight over there. Aren't y'all tired of that? Yeah. Why don't we do something? I'm going to say this loud and clear. You don't get to point a finger if you didn't lend a hand. You don't get to point a finger if you didn't lend a hand. This ain't all on the police. I need soldiers. People that are willing to take a stand and say no more. You've got to be focused. You have to be dogged. You can't do it 2 weeks and say, I'm tired. The heck with that. I'm never tired. Because this means something to me. And you're probably saying, he's not acting very chief-like right now. I'm tired of that too. Because sometimes that keeps you from saying the things you need to say.
Say what you need to say. Yeah, that's right.
A man dies when he compromises his truth. A man dies when he stands still, doesn't say the truth. Folks, I said this before and I'll say it again. We are the ones we've been waiting for. I'm going to introduce you to a young man that I met some 30 years ago who turned his life upside down. And thus far, he's shown me that he is a soldier, that he did his thing, but he came to me and said, Chief, I want to help you. What's happening in our city ain't right. Stacy, introduce yourself.
How y'all doing today? All right, my name's Stacy Robinson. I'm from Huntersville Village. And I stood on the other side of this one time, so I'm be pretty brief with this. Excuse me, I'm a little nervous. I've never been around this. Look, we have a problem going on in the city, and a lot of young guys commit violent crimes against each other. And I think what's happening is us as a community, we're not eradicating this by being quiet. We're allowing guys to kill, and I was on this side saying that, do you tell? We call that snitching. Well, snitching is when two people commit a crime together and you put your other partner in jail. But a citizen that lives in this community right here that see you kill JoJo, that's not snitching. We got too many unsolved murders in the town. I lost a son while I was away. If we allow guys to shoot our children and walk the streets, they're gonna continue to kill because they feel like they got a free pass. We gotta eliminate their pass. Meaning, as a community, we're gonna say, y'all not wanted here. We got to stand up. We gotta partner with the police. You can't be afraid of guys because they have a gun. We gotta identify these guys and remove them from around us. They got to go. And how we do that is by sticking together. A group of people together can stop one guy with a gun. A group of people together can stop one guy with a gun. Meaning, we isolate him, identify him, and tell him he got to go. Either he's gonna get on board with us, or he's gonna get rolled over. And I'm not gonna go on and on about this, but I'm happy to be a part of Norfolk. I'm from this town, and I learned a lot. And I'm trying to get a group of men together on the ground that's not afraid of guys with guns. And I'm gonna give the chief everything I have in me, things that I did wrong. I'm gonna be on the other side of this now. And I just want the backing of everybody out here, and I think we can do a good job at this. It's easy. Thank you.